toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here comes the offense on second down. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Jones to throw. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He wants to throw it again. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Got it near midfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, we have to find something.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Randolph. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's quarter. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that.
Turning it on, and he's dragged down.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. The give on the inside. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds his man. It's Peters. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a hold.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
With the catch, it's Jones. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. The sneak scores it. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Motion from the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points up. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running back searching for a hole. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Good. way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to it. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll try to sneak it. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. To the ground with the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. At the 20, he's got space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Big fullback's got it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. 22 water. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Snagged out of the air. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground.
Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Makes the grab. It's paid. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the returner will be knocked down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
On and set.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snap it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.